We're currently 9 months into a world pandemic, and though some are still paranoid to go outside, there are those like my friends and I that like to live on the edge. My name is Brian Gomez, and at the beginning of the pandemic, I decided that I wanted to travel the world. So my friends and I decided to go visit Kalahari Resort, which is America's largest indoor water park. And in this video, we visited the world's largest water park, and I'm super excited to go in depth on what we experienced and how things have changed during the pandemic. We are about to walk into our next activity, and it is Noah's Ark. Can you read it there? I don't know if they can read it. When entering Noah's Ark, we had to get our temperatures checked. What I noticed is that this is kind of like a new procedure that many amusement parks or theme parks are doing, basically to stay under the COVID regulations. Another thing that I noticed was that Noah's Ark had 3 entrances: the main entrance, the Kahuna ticket booth entrance, and the Wave ticket booth entrance. We entered through the Kahuna ticket booth. This is where the GPS took us. Maybe the main entrance was also open, but this is where we came in. After crossing the temperature checks, you walk through the ticket booth, and then you make your way around a river and through a gift shop. So this gift shop has everything that you need that you probably forgot at home, like towels, sandals, and bathing suits, anything like that. And after you walk through the gift shop, you make your way to the first wave pool, and one of the biggest ones in all of Noah's Ark. Like many other water parks and theme parks, Noah's Ark offered lockers for rent. They also had these cabanas that you could rent out for the day. They're a little bit more expensive, but it's pretty cool if you want to have your family and friends all together in one little section, kind of like a VIP type of thing. And then apparently they bring you a cooler with water bottles. The first ride that we encountered was the Flying Gecko. So the Flying Gecko is a group ride, and it's a very fun first time kind of warming up to ride, if that made sense. We got on it. It was a fairly long line, but it went pretty fast since it was kind of a group ride. We made our way to the Time Warp after that. The Time Warp is a really fun ride. It takes you through a dark tunnel and then drops you into this big kind of toilet bowl area that you kind of spin around. And while you're in the little dome area, you see a huge dinosaur inside, so it's really cool. After the Time Warp, we went back in line to get on the Bermuda Triangles. Okay, so the Bermuda Triangles and the Time Warp had the same line, but then they split off into sections. So the Bermuda Triangles are 4 to 5 slides that you can choose to go on, and then each level there's like 2 or 3 on those. After the Bermuda Triangles, we skipped Flamingo Falls, Toucan Twisters, and Parrot Plunge. So we kind of just walked past it and made our way to the other section of the park. Arriving to the middle section of the park, we encountered the best rides of all of Noah's Ark: the Black Anaconda, Scorpion's Tail, Point of No Return, and Raja. Okay, so the Black Anaconda was honestly my favorite. I had a lot of fun on it. We actually got on it twice because it was so fun, and the lines weren't that long because it goes pretty fast. Come here! You guys got it! Go ahead! Come here, hold on, come here! Denise! How we feeling? Okay, we got this! Okay! What I do remember is that I could barely breathe in this ride. Like, I was recording during this time, and just, there was so much water splashing in my face.
I was trying to breathe.
I couldn't breathe, I couldn't see. How y'all feel?
That was fun.
I loved it. After the Black Anaconda, we went to the point of no return. So the point of no return was very scary. Okay, so we were contemplating on getting on the scorpion still because it has like this flip or a loop that you go through, and the floor opens up underneath you. I had never experienced a slide like this before, so I was super nervous and I did not want to get on it. So after, you know, going back and forth with Camille and Shanice, we got on it. Davion chickened out, so he was like our mom cheering us on from the ground. But we got on it, and on our way out, we saw a kid get stuck in the loop area. So I guess he was too small and he didn't have enough like velocity to go over the loop. So we freaked out. They had to come rescue him from like a hatch, and he had to just climb out. And it was so crazy. I'd never seen that before. And I wish I had it on camera, but I left my phone down there where Davion was. I was glad that I got on it, and I'm so happy that Camille and Shanice got on it too, because we conquered our fear. So if you are second guessing it, and if you are really nervous about this ride, don't worry, because it's not as bad as the point of no return. Going down the line, Quadzilla is a typical speed racer type of slide that you grab the mat and you just throw yourself and race your friend. Cowabunga is a type of family slide. I wouldn't really recommend waiting a long line for it. We skipped the Stingray because there was also a long line for that. Sadly, Raja was closed when we visited, but hopefully by now it's open. But then again, we're coming into winter, and this is in Wisconsin, so I think Noah's Ark is closed. We tried going to Flash Floods, but that was closed down, and we didn't even notice the Safari Adventure mini golf. It was surrounded by trees, so we just walked right past it. After that, we made our way back to the center section of the park, passing through the Surfing Safari, which was also closed. The other section behind the Kahuna ticket booth entrance, where the Black Thunder and the Monkey Rapids and the Adventure River is located, was also closed. You know, now that I realize it, a lot of sections were closed when we were there. I don't know why, because we were in the middle of summer. It was July. I guess Noah's Ark wanted to keep a certain section open since it was COVID, but hopefully next summer they're fully open. After experiencing some of the big rides, we went to the Kahuna Cafe to eat lunch.
We're taking a break here. We got something to eat. So we had vouchers, and then they have like different places here that we could get things to eat. So we got pizza. Like these little.
Oh! After eating lunch, we went to our final ride, which was the Congo Bongo, because we actually skipped it, or we missed it from when we were kind of just trying to make our way through the whole park. The second wave pool was actually closed down. While we were waiting in line, I saw the section. It didn't even have water in it. Everything was just dried up. It was closed down, and sadly we couldn't get to go on to that section. We left the water park soon after, since we rode everything that was basically open, and we decided to have dinner at Mac's Macaroni Shop.
We're gonna see what they have here. It smells really good.
So here's the price breakdown. So normal general admission is $30, but since we didn't really want to worry about bringing in food and packing food, we decided to get the lunch special. So the lunch special plus the park entrance was a total of $36.99 each, plus tax came up to like 40 something, and altogether it was $162.96. I honestly forgot about parking, so when we got there we had to pay $20 cash, but if you purchase your parking ahead of time you can just pay $15, so you save $5 on that.
What's up, guys? I just made it to the hotel room and I'm so tired. Tomorrow we gotta wake up early because we are leaving and we're checking out. It was so much fun here. We had a great time.
We sure did, and the chunky version of myself from the past did not realize the amount of fun we had in store, because in the next episode we are visiting the famous Milwaukee Museum, and we will be twerking nonstop in downtown Chicago.
Is my mic on? I hope my mic.
Davion, there's kids here. Camille's ready to go.
No pictures, please. No pictures.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go to the hotel. We won't drink.
Yeah, no. A little bit.
Yo, cut that.